team.
There is no Frank because there's never any Frank.
Frank doesn't work. He works under the table. Don't tell the tax man. He'll come for him.
Not anymore. I think he's on payroll.
He's got a job. Frank.
I don't know.
Frank.
Frank.
Have to support the family.
You got to take care of those family. All right. Let's do an intro here while I get this set up. No, I don't feel like that's too long.
Oh, good. So I was scared there for a moment. I was like, oh, Christ.
Yeah, I only do that when I have to buy time, but I already got this pulled up, so I'm good.
For an hour,
let's do
every
this.
crime is murder.
You're entering a realm which is unusual. Maybe it's magic or contains some kind of monster. The second one. Prepare to enter the scary door.
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
There's a gremlin destroying the plane! You've got to believe me! Why should I believe you? You're Hitler! No!
Belonged just because of the scary door thing.
You're Hitler!
Time again for your weekly excursion into the cultural. Painting, statuary, still lifes, collages, some abstracts, and some items in ice. That's not the technique. That hopefully is what we turn your blood into. A good way to begin the attempt, painting number 1.
Never happened.
About a man who spends a night in a haunted house. An unbeliever, if you will, who by dawn
Let's show the painting.
believes. The name of the painting is A Question of Fear. The name of this place is the Night Gallery.
Was that the picture?
Yeah.
It was a rat.
It's a cat in front of a rat.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
I think Fritz Weaver's the cat.
No, Fritz.
Lieutenant Frank Drebin is the rat.
Oh, that's Jay. You're right. Good point. Yeah, but still, no, I don't like it because it should have just been like a flaming hand and a piano. Like that should have been it.
That guy just. Yeah.
That was so ridiculous.
The Scooby-Doo ending. All right.
I will say this one actually might be my favorite Night Gallery episode so far.
It was good.
I like this. I like this one a lot. I think this Leslie Nielsen really raised the bar on this for me, and so does Fritz Weaver.
I was gonna say you can't leave out Fritz Weaver when you're talking.
Oh
about
no, Fritz is great. He's playing a German guy, playing an Italian guy, but whatever.
Playing an American.
My father was a pianist
during the war.
24 in the Mussolini time. Wait a minute, you're Italian?
When I came to this country, I didn't hear an accent at all.
Sorry.
When I came to this country, he sounds British, kind of.
Hello there, how are you? Paging Dr. Herman. Paging Dr. Herman.
Mr. Pee Wee Herman.
Mr. Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, he sounds American as shit.
Yeah.
Like no one has ever sounded more American. He has a slight British twang when he talks.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry, I'm rushing ahead here, but was that the Psycho house on the Universal backlot? Obviously, the exterior.
It was the Psycho house.
Yeah.
I think it might be before they moved it.
It probably was.
Yeah, they didn't move it to where it is until way later.
Well, I think now it's gone. It's all torn down, I think, because of Harry Potter land. I'm sure they got rid of it.
Tear it down. They probably just move it.
They don't give a shit about their history. They tore down the sound stages where they shot Family Opera in the 20s with Lon Chaney Sr. for Harry Potter. They tore all those down. They don't give a fuck about history in Hollywood. They just care about, can we get Harry Potter in here to make some money? We got to sell that butterbeer shit by the gallon. That shit fucks up your head, by the way.
Oh, no.
Have you ever had that butterbeer? Well, you've never been to Universal, so I guess not.
I've been to Universal several times.
No, but lately.
No, not lately at
all. When Harry Potter was around. Because they have the butter beer, which is it's a fake. You can get it. I think it's just ice cold or warm or room temperature. Ice cold is like a milkshake, but it goes directly to your fucking Abdullah Mangala It like freezes your
Medulla oblongata.
Medulla oblongata goes right there to your frontal lobe and just freezes it, and it hurts like a son of a bitch.
Okay, question. So, I'm reading on the Universal some story about Universal. Whether you're a fan of the classic Spencer Stiller, Alfred Hitchcock, you love a good Halloween movie, blah 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 blah, then surely know the film Psycho. Psycho. Okay. It says it's been. We keep bringing up Universal Orlando, which is why it's throwing me off.
Yeah, so it's not. It might be there
because it says Universal Orlando was home to the Psycho house, but demolished it.
Well, there you go.
But it was in LA.
Yeah, it was in LA.
Burbank.
Yeah, it was always in Burbank.
I'm
It was
so
never
confused.
Maybe they built a mock version for years in Orlando. They tore it down for the Men in Black ride. I could see that.
This is not helping.
No, yeah, Universal Hollywood gets rid of everything like within a 10-year radius, or if it's done, like the ET ride is long gone from Hollywood. Florida still has it. That ride's got. I think the Mummy ride is gone, but Florida still has it. And in Universal Studios Hollywood, they have no Marvel characters because Disney California has Marvel, but Florida, Universal Studios Florida, has all the Marvel stuff. It's weird how that works. The regional
they got
reasoning.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah, it's very strange because Disney California has the Avengers ride and Guardians of the Galaxy ride that used to be the Twilight Zone House of Terror.
Tower of Terror, yeah.
Tower of Terror. And now Twilight Zone Tower of Terror still exists in Orlando. And I don't think they're going to turn that into Guardians of the Galaxy anytime soon because they can't. Because all the Marvel stuff is in Universal Studios. It's a weird rights issue. I don't understand how that works, but that's what the deal is.
I just looking here because it's still there, still in Hollywood, or still in Burbank.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, so I'm on the Universal website right now.
Yeah,
and the tour says 1986 to present. It's been where it is, but it's at different locations. I think they just built another one in Orlando, probably.
Probably would think so.
Stupid because without being the original exterior of that from the movie, who gives a shit?
There's a great YouTube channel where the guy talks about old rides from all these old theme parks. And like he talks about the original tram ride at Universal and like the defunct Jaws ride that they tried to make in Universal Studios Florida, where it's like a big Jaws like event ride and it just never worked because the shark just would never. The mechanics never worked out because the water fucked everything up every time.
Can't be worse than the one that was in Burbank. You can hear it coming because you're like, hey.
Were you there? Were we there when they had the person says, "Hey Phil, well, let's go out. What you catching today?" "Oh, not much." And then the shark attacks, goes, "Ah!" And then the blood shoots up out of the water. Were we there for that, or was that me when I was a kid? And they probably got rid of that years ago.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Because like the guy was in the boat and Jaws attacks the boat. Boat flips over. You just see a geyser of blood shoot out, but it's like a really badly done geyser. So it's like just like a fountain of like red colored water up in the air.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it's like really
it's Kool-Aid.
like super red. So it's like tiger's blood for your snow cone. Yeah,
that orange temper paint.
Really ridiculously high, neon red almost. And you're just like, oh my god, this is kind of sick.
Tom Savini worked there.
Tom Savini, you guys like that?
His little pistol cock.
Yeah.
My computer's name is Sex Machine.
Sex Machine. Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Sex Machine? Yeah, I do.
I call this thing Sex Machine because it's fucking sexy.
Sex Machine.
And Jansen got it for me. So
that's right.
Goddamn. Oh, A Question of Fear. Yeah, I mean,
well, it opens up with a typical night gallery, gentleman's club, where Fritz Weaver has gray hair, and for some reason he's in crutches, and like he's talking about the night he stayed in a haunted house, and like he goes, "It almost killed me staying the night in this haunted house." And I love Leslie Nielsen. He's playing pool with an eye patch, which is the funniest shit.
He does come off like Robert Shaw.
Yeah.
I'm the bravest man there is.
He basically says, "Hey, Fritz Weaver, you're a big fat pussy fag because you can't stay the night in a haunted house, pussy." Like
you need those crutches for so much dick going in your ass. Yeah, can't walk
pretty
right,
much.
can you?
All he does is just emasculate Fritz Weaver and be like, "I'm a real man. My dick is so big, and you got a little pussy."
Interesting color. White. I've often wondered why they call cowards yellow when it's the white flag they use to surrender.
Yeah. Like that. Frank Trevin, Police Squad.
I titled this episode so Naked. I'll stick with Naked Gun. Naked Gun file from the files of Westworld.
Naked Gun, the smell of fear. This is the second one. But
it's all robots.
It's all robots. Well, yeah, that's what cracked me up. Is like it's like a setup. The whole thing's set up like a
Scooby-Doo episode,
amusement attraction. Yeah, and he's like, "You think it scares me?" But I love how he had the gun. See, that's what I would do if I was Leslie Nielsen. He goes spends the night in this haunted house. He brings a gun with him, just in case, because he doesn't trust anybody. And it's a good point because the bet is he bets Fritz Weaver. They said, "Well, you're such a big man, Leslie Nielsen. You've been around the world." But I love his. Can you go to the part where he talks about all of the things he's done? Like, I was in the Foreign Legion. I was in.
With your tales of spectral goblins helped spread it. During the Spanish Civil War,
There you go.
I killed my first man in hand-to-hand combat. Since then, I've been with the armies.
I don't want to show it too much because Universal doesn't fuck around.
Yeah.
The United States, French Foreign Legion, more recently the mercenary in Africa. I have seen and done things that were I less of a man, I too would have white hair.
Because you're a big fat pussy, and I'm a real man with what eye patch. I lost my eye in war because I'm a man.
I bet all that cum coming up your ass made your hair white.
Yeah, queen. And then I guess another part later in the episode, though, when Leslie Nielsen's laying down and the eye patch is askew, so you see his eye.
You see his full eyeball.
You see his full eyeball where it's fine. It's just him wearing the eye patch.
I have that in my notes. I'm like,
eyeball. It was so funny. I thought that was funny. Yes.
This episode is set up exactly like the Silence episode of Twilight Zone.
Yes, a little bit.
Gentleman's Club. And I assume it was going to go that route where it's just one man is going to quelch in the bet.
Yeah, no, this one has a really nice twist. There's a good twist to it.
It's what a lot of episodes try to do with the gothic horror.
Yes, and
like the play on the notion of fear. You hear a lot of like old stories, like it's like Pit and Pendulum, stuff like that. Only this episode actually achieves it. It actually does a good job. Most of the episodes that try to do this fail miserably on this show.
Right.
But I did enjoy the episode, which caught me off guard. I wish I watched this one second.
Well, I think Leslie Nielsen is the real kind of the thoroughbred that gets you into the episode because he's just so good in it.
Yeah,
he's having a good time, and it's kind of fun to watch him react to the really lame ghosts, like the floating head, and like the guy with the hands catch on fire at the piano, and he shoots everything that moves basically. And he's like, "You gotta do better than that!" He starts yelling at the house. "This isn't working. I'm not afraid."
Yeah, I'm looking up clips right now. Yeah, do you want to set up how he gets to the house and what happens once he gets there?
Oh, he just gets a ride. Fritz Weaver takes him out there. He dumps him off at the house, and then he basically says, "Yeah, I'm going to come to the club 12 o'clock, and we'll settle the bet." And he goes, "I'll buy you lunch, my treat." And he goes into the house, and he's got the key to the house, but he opens the door. It closes. The door closes automatically behind him by itself, and he's just like, "Oh, good trick," basically. And then like there's that floating head pops up every now and then, and it's just like, oh god, that floating head looks so bad.
I really compare this to an episode of Scooby-Doo. Because it's the rich guy, and he tries to trick people with his little gadgetry.
Yes, absolutely.
Ghosts. It's exactly Scooby-Doo episode.
Oh yeah, this is the closest they ever get to a Scooby-Doo episode, I would say. It's pretty ridiculous.
I love the scene where the ghost comes down and throws the towel in his face.
Yeah.
It's so dramatic.
If only he had his eye patch on.
Hey, we'll say, as much as I like poke fun at my wife for not liking the comedy and the stuff I do, she loves that scene. Like, died laughing.
You can't not laugh at that.
His scream.
It's so funny. It's the perfect. It's just a great sight gag.
And he does it again with the so that's the towel, and he does it again with a pillow.
Yeah. I think they do it in every single Naked Gun movie. That gag is in every single one of the movies. So this aired October 27th, 1971.
Yeah, it clearly looks like 1971.
Directed, I don't know if because it's different directors, because these are two stories.
Just a few years after Scooby-Doo premiered. Coincidence?
Read the book.
The Scooby-Doo book?
Yeah.
This is...
Wait a minute. Francis Lederer reprised his role of Count Dracula from The Return of Dracula. Huh? Was Dracula in this episode?
In the B story.
Oh, is that okay?
Bubbles Not Mocked. Remember how that's the Nazi one with the vampires?
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Nazi one with the vampires. What Nazis? What were they? Refresh my memory on the second story. We've seen it then, have we?
Yeah, we've seen it.
Okay.
So we're officially done with episode 206. What's this one?
And that was the last screen appearance. Oh, that episode. That's right. Yeah. And that was the last screen appearance of Francis Lederer, which I think we said in the original episode.
We did.
When we did that one.
I want to show the ghost. Okay, here's one of the appearances.
Though I think this got Leslie Nielsen the job of Creepshow.
Job of what?
I think Leslie Nielsen got Creepshow because of this episode.
You can see that.
It feels like it works. He's almost the same character in a way.
God damn, I thought it was me right here.
This is where the head floats or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Look at that mustache. Leslie, there it is. That's
Lawnmower
so bad.
Man behind him.
So bad. That's actually, Lawnmower Man is much worse than that.
I love at one point when it's like half the body and he shoots it.
Yeah.
Thing vanishes.
Fuck it. And I guess it says here that this is the first television drama to feature holograms, even though they do not specifically say they're holograms.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's Scooby-Doo. I don't know what to say, but it's good. And he goes, okay, so he's looking around the house. He has to survive the night, and he gets his $10,000.
15 because one of the guys says, "I'll put 5 more on top." He's my guest. How dare you, General?
And then for some reason, he just walks around the house and investigates. He goes in the basement.
Yeah.
And he gets attacked by a ghost down there, too.
Yeah.
And then he hears piano. Oh, he drinks from his thermos. That's what it was. Here's where he shoots the ghost.
Yeah.
I love his look there.
You shot 5 actors. Good ones. I see a man getting stabbed in the back, but I see five freaks stabbing a man in the back in the middle of the park. I shoot the bastard. That's my policy.
Shakespeare in the Park. They're doing Julius Caesar.
You moron. The best. She caught you know who that is, too. That's the mother from Sopranos.
Yeah.
Which you can't stand. And you're
no,
she's
I can't
dead.
stand the character.
Character, yes.
And it made me feel bad because I'm like, I can't wait for this real life lady to die. So this character's off the show.
So the show gets better for you.
It's not my fault they didn't write a goddamn thing for her other than says something bitchy.
Oh my God.
So annoying.
What's your problem, Tony?
You could tell they realized that because she was in less and less and less and less and less as it went.
I think she got the Emmy for that show, though. I think she won the Emmy. I'm almost positive she won the Emmy.
She's good.
Show.
But when you watch,
don't ever hear me talk. Don't ever let me hear you talk like that, Anthony Jr.
There's a scene when AJ comes in and he's like, "Hi, Grandma," and she's like, "Yeah, oh, have one of those Italian chocolates they brought, Italian candies they brought him over." He goes, "I don't really like the Italian candies." And she goes, "Oh, that's okay. Go ahead." Like he was just being coy and didn't want it. It's like, I think I brought this up last week.
No,
I'm like, he just didn't want it. He doesn't like them,
right?
But she still had to force him, and he sat there and fucking ate one.
You get to the part you hate AJ as the show goes on. I hate AJ
the whole time.
He's the worst. He's just the worst piece of shit.
Meadow too.
And Meadow's the worst. And I just love it how they always called him Fredo. They go, "Oh, I got to let Fredo pass because he's the son of Michael Corleone."
Fredo's his brother.
Well, I know, but they're using it in terms of the son and the father.
And
nobody remembers the kid's name from the movie. It's Fredo and Michael and
Michael
Vito.
Jr.
Michael Jr., who was an opera singer in the third movie.
I've seen this third movie exactly once.
It's not. I've seen it probably twice, maybe 3 times. It's actually not a bad movie. There's some good stuff in there. Well, I heard the Coda Cut. It's not much of a difference. It's really not that big of a deal. I heard, but I want to get it. It's on 4K. I should probably pick that up. That's probably something I got to buy.
Yeah.
I still need to get a 4K player anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna get the 4K. Then I got Adam's trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm sure it's just as good. I'm sure there's nothing breathtaking about the 4K transfer. I got his Blu-rays. I'm like, I don't need. Yeah, no, you don't need it. That's what I mean. It's just like sometimes the transfers make it worse for the older movies, and sometimes it makes it better. But it just depends on the movie or the transfer. I don't know. I don't have a 4K player yet.
No, I do have Shawshank on 4K.
Yeah.
Luckily, as of now, 4Ks, if you buy them, they're still coming with the Blu-rays. So
yeah, well, yeah, you can play a Blu-ray on a 4K player, right?
Yeah, you can do it the other way, but you can't.
Is a PS5 a 4K player?
I don't know. I assume as much. I think most of the new systems are.
Yeah, I think the new systems, yes, but not the PS4. So
I still have Xbox One.
I just have PS4, yeah.
Not maybe the Xbox One 2. What I don't know what the fuck the new one's called.
Xbox X your dick.
The Question of Fear. Goes in the basement, sees the war ghost. He drinks out of his weird thermos, and I was like, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
And then he's immediately like, oh, and he goes upstairs to the piano. He hears like some discordant music, and he sees the guy just playing random things, and he turns around, and he's and they catch on fire.
Yeah.
And then Leslie Nielsen falls down and cuts the cord below him, and he just falls over. It's like, okay, so we are doing this. Did you at any point kind of get ahead of the episode at all, or were you just kind of watching it?
I was just watching it. Yeah, I wasn't trying to think, they're going to get you with a twist. I was just watching it for just Leslie Nielsen's reactions, and it's pretty much really not a lot of dialogue. It's just Leslie Nielsen walking around this house for a good 15, 20 minutes.
But he's also going like, what's Fritz Weaver's? Maisie. He's going like,
come on, Maisie. Yeah, stuff like that.
Son of a bitch. So he's yelling, but he's talking, but it's all off to someone off screen.
Because he knows that he's being watched. He can kind of figure it out. He's not an idiot.
No. And
that's what kind of made it good, more interesting. Is just like, this guy's a military guy. He's going to know this is bullshit. And it probably is bullshit, but why? Like I was wondering, well, why is it bullshit? Why is he even what's the point of this episode? Like, what? Something's got to give here, but I just wasn't thinking, it's going to be a revenge twist.
I think that's why they put money on the line, because you're thinking he just wants his money.
Right.
But once he cuts that cord and the thing falls over, I'm like, there's a twist coming. I don't feel like getting ahead of it. I'm just going to watch this because I'm actually enjoying this for the first time, and I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
I'm with Night Gallery. I'm so fucking done with it that I'm just like,
Anytime,
good.
yeah. Anytime you get a good episode or a semi-good, interesting take on something, it's worth watching.
Yeah.
But like I said, this is probably the first one in a long time that I actually enjoyed. Well, other than that one with Immoral. That one.
That one's awful, but it had some funny fucking lines in it.
There's a little charm in there.
And since we brought it up, I got to play the 2 clips.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's why I brought it up. I wanted to see him.
Wow.
Every time it makes me laugh.
That's funny.
That would be immoral.
That's perfect timing.
He looks like a beetle.
Yeah, it looks like
that would be immoral.
It looks like a weird BBC show.
Yeah.
Like they're talking to Top of the Rocks with you. I'm Ian St. Ian.
What's the Harry Shearer version of the Beatles that they did?
The Ruddles.
Yeah, it looks like that more than the Beatles.
That would be immoral.
Immoral.
I remember renting that when I was a kid, the Ruddles, and I was like really young, and I was like, "What did I rent?"
Those are like super rare, hard to find on DVD.
Oh, I can imagine. But this is
I got them at the thrift store for $1. I found both versions, Ruddles 1 and Ruddles 2.
I didn't know there's 2.
Yeah, there's a second one. I got them both. Got them for $1. And they had some guy must have been a Beatles fan because it was Hard Day's Night Criterion Blu-ray. Got it for $1 at the thrift store with the Ruddles. So I was like, oh shit, that was a hell of a buy.
They were actually it felt like they were making fun of more of the Monkees than the Beatles.
Yeah, well, I think it was. Yeah, it's just the Monkees were a ripoff of the Beatles.
Yeah, but I felt like they were making fun of how the Beatles or the Monkees were trying to rip off the Beatles. So it was like they're making fun of. That's what it felt like to me, but I don't know the timeline.
Yeah,
that kind of the joke I was assuming happened.
I mean, so it happened in the 70s with the Ruddles.
I think it was like 73. It wasn't too long after the Beatles broke up.
Yeah, because the Beatles were done by 70, right? They broke up in 69. Yeah.
Ruddles was, they played a lot. 75 to 78, 96 to 97, 2002 to 2000 something.
Oh my God.
John Lennon loved the film and refused to return the videotape and soundtrack he was given for approval.
He
had a good sense of humor, though.
I'm taking this. It's mine. I'm keeping it. You can't have it.
The Ruddles anthology is on Prime Video.
Too bad the Ruddles video cassette and soundtrack didn't stop the bullets from what's his name's gun.
Maybe it dislodged it enough where it killed him.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Who was the guy that shot John Lennon? It was
Michael Chapman. Michael Chapman.
John Michael Chapman.
Is it Michael Chapman? Michael Chapman.
David John Chapman.
Maybe. David Michael Chapman.
Mark David Chapman.
Mark David Chapman. Yeah, there's three. There's three name guy, of course.
Yeah, we were circling that drain.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like another 50 rounds we would have got that right.
Good old Paul or Jared.
We're just doing biblical names at some point.
What the fuck is his name? Jared Leto when he played in that movie with Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, yeah.
Chapter 27. You ever watch that one? Chapter 23?
No, I remember seeing his picture though.
Oh, I watched it. It was like he was playing fake fat, where it's like he just gained a lot of weight like really fast. So he just had a big bulbous stomach, but that's it. Like every other part of him was skinny. He just had a fat kind of bloated stomach, but like that's it. There's no rolls. There's no fat like a fat man would have.
That doesn't work for years of being fat. That works. But
yeah.
Ray Liotta, when he did Narc, which is one of my favorite Ray Liotta movies.
Yeah.
He ate nothing but rice, like a shit ton of rice, while he was getting ready for that role. So that's why his face is like, his eyes are like almost disappeared into his head a little bit.
Yeah.
So it works for that, where it looks like he's just lately been not sleeping and like treating himself like shit. It works like that, but it doesn't look like a lifetime of.
Yeah.
Like you need the. Yeah.
I gotta watch that one again. Narc's a good movie. I haven't seen that in a long time. Maybe watch that one.
I loved it because they beat the shit out of Busta Rhymes in there. Doesn't Snoop Dogg get in a wheelchair and he gets shot? I believe, if I remember.
No, was that Narc or was that
Training Day?
Training Day.
Busta Rhymes was Narc, but I think Snoop Dogg in the wheelchair
Snoop Dogg was Training Day. Yeah, I think that was Training Day.
Yeah.
Oh, come on!
No, Narc was Jason Patrick shot a kid.
Yes.
So he gets like relegated to work with Ray Liotta.
Right.
They're not that dissimilar of movies, honestly. I just like Narc better.
But is Ray Liotta a bad cop in Narc? Is that what it was?
I believe so. It's been so long. I watched it a bunch and then not at all.
Yeah, I gotta watch that again. I forgot how good that movie. And for in honor of Ray Liotta, I should watch that again.
Yeah, that's why when I posted about Ray Liotta when he died, that's the picture I chose.
Yeah.
Narc, because as much as I haven't seen it lately, it's still in my top 100.
Oh yeah, it's a great movie. Yeah,
so much when it came out.
I remember being real good. Yeah,
some of my favorite movies I don't watch that often because I don't want to remember every detail. I just want to, I really don't watch Ghostbusters all that often. Once every 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I would say.
I like to, forget some things because I watched it so fucking much when I was a kid that you get that burnout factor, and I don't want that to happen.
Yeah,
but I'm due for a Narc watch again.
Yeah, Narc would be good. I found out the other day that No Escape is going to get a Blu-ray release, like a Shout Factory treatment. The Ray Liotta sci-fi movie.
Ernie Hudson also.
Great movie. Yeah, Ernie Hudson.
Speaking of
Lance Henriksen, Kevin Dillon. It's a
Who's
great
that girl
movie.
that was it like Shannon Tweed or was she in that?
There's no girl in it. It's all men.
I could have sworn there was a girl in that.
There's
another
girl.
movie called No Escape that had that girl.
There's a No Escape with Luke Wilson or Owen Wilson. That one came out a couple years ago. No Escape.
Remember? Okay, I remember the movie No Escape that we're talking about, but there's also a movie called No Escape with Andrew Dice Clay, and I think it's Shannon Tweed.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So I inserted Shannon Tweed in this movie, but I know she's not in there.
Yeah, no, it's all men. There's no women in this movie.
Escape.
Because they're all prisoners on an island.
I remember he jumps off the waterfall.
Yeah. No Escape's a great movie. I love No Escape.
I have it as a kid.
I have it on DVD. I found it on DVD, but it's never been released. And it's coming out on Blu-ray soon. I don't know when.
So's Narc. I think on Blu-ray. It's
special edition.
DVD.
Wow.
You can buy the full screen DVD for like $40.
Wow. Well, I think it's on streaming. It's on Amazon, I believe.
Yeah, but I like the. I don't know. I'm trying to get my top.
I would own it. Yeah. I would buy it. I would definitely own it in Blu-ray. Yeah, for sure.
Right now, I'm working through my top 100, like buying them the earliest. Like I just bought What Dreams May Come because that's like in my top 10.
Right.
So I'm trying to buy those.
What did you find that? Was that a rare Blu-ray find or?
It was like fucking $8.
$5, yeah.
Yeah.
For that movie,
I got a brand new copy. Nobody likes that movie that much, and I'm like,
well,
I love that movie.
The other day, I was with my aunt, and my aunt was over at the house, and I was with my parents, and they were talking about. We were watching some awful movie with Tom Cruise, and something about he had to wear a mask. And he wakes up and it's a dream. Vanilla Sky. I said, yeah, Vanilla Sky. I love that movie. He goes, you like that movie? I thought it was terrible. And I was like, oh, you guys just don't know movies. Tech support. It's a great movie. I tried to get my parents to watch it. They just couldn't. They couldn't deal with it. They're just like, oh, that movie sucked. We didn't like that movie. Oh, come on. It's a great movie.
Well, my mom's the same way. If you have to think, like, I'm not making fun of my mom right now. But we watched like a basic like Memento or something like that. And she's like, no, didn't like it. Stupid. And I'm like, oh, it just moves back. Like, other than that, there's any weird aspect to it. She's like, nope.
No, I can't. My mother is anti-cinema. She cannot watch any kind of movie that's different. And like, we could never go to this theater growing up. Like they didn't go to the movies. Like they did, like as adults, like on a date maybe. Because I remember they had stubs in their.
Found it.
Found what? Narc.
It's No Contest. Not No.
Oh,
Escape.
No Contest.
You guys play Shannon Tweed.
Is Ray Liotta in this one too?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Look he's not even looking. He's like,
How you doing? It's No Contest.
Paul Lynch.
Oh my God.
Shannon fucking Tweed. Andrew Dice Clay. Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper. Oh my God.
Now this is a movie that was on HBO, and I was like,
wow.
I thought it was gonna be. I had the same confusion when I was 11 than I did right now.
Right.
Like, No Escape, but this is not No Escape.
No. Oh shit. What? Andrew Dice Clay. No.
I was like,
have you ever seen Ford Fairlane?
No.
The Avengers 4. It's actually funny.
Okay,
it's actually
your parents have stubs.
Well, yeah, because they went to the movies. They had stubs of when went to the movies. Like they went to some good stuff. Like I think they saw The Thing in theater and a few other movies. Like with the stub that said what movie they saw. I was like, well, shit, you saw those movies? Yeah, but we don't like going out anymore. We just don't like going to the theater anymore. And they never like we would. It would be like I would see a movie maybe twice a year with my mom and dad. The aunts would take me to the movies. Like that's how I went and saw movies. Like when I was a kid, my aunts would take me for my birthday to go see a movie, and that's why like I could only see one or two. Like I'd be lucky to see 3 movies in a month, like back in the day.
Dude, that sounds amazing to me.
Oh yeah, no, but now I can see whatever I want. I don't even go. I don't. Now I'm turning to my parents. I don't want to go to the movies. I don't care.
Well, most of them, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that anymore.
Yeah,
I'm just like, whatever.
If I really want to go see it, like I'm gonna go see the new Thor movie.
Yeah,
because it looks fun.
I gotta go see.
I'm not gonna be blown away, but I'm gonna laugh a few times.
I gotta go see Top Gun because everybody says go see it.
I don't give a shit.
I probably won't.
Here's the thing: probably never watch it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'll probably watch it if it's on Amazon or something, but I don't know though because they say you have to see it in the big screen because all the jet photography is actually it's all real. It's no CGI. Which is kind of interesting. I was like, I'd like to see that maybe.
This is when I make fun of Frank when he starts talking about jets, and I'm like, I don't give a shit, man. I don't like airplanes or submarines or boats or any. I don't give a shit.
No, the aerodynamics are fantastic and amazing.
But here's the problem: it's like, I'm like, oh, another 25 minutes. Okay.
Well, I guess they turned down Kenny Loggins with his new rendition of "Fly into the Danger Zone."
Oh,
he did a new one, but the director said, we don't really need it, and he said they didn't take it, which is kind of funny. They have the original one at the beginning of the movie, I guess, but that's like a little taste of it, like as in the remember this, remember berries, and then it just never comes back again. So I guess they basically said, Kenny, we don't want you. Go take a break, kid. Wow. We don't want you here. Like
they didn't do the sad version of it, like they did in Ghostbusters 2016.
Fly to the danger zone.
That's what I hear when I think of that movie. It's like 4 hens just.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's horrible.
Not because they're women. They're just this movie's not funny.
No, it's horrible. It's a horrible movie. And even Chris Hemsworth is a man. He's not funny. He was annoyingly unfunny in that movie.
They gave him like carte blanche to do whatever the fuck he wanted, and he just.
My cat named my hat. What? You have a cat named Hat? No, my cat is a dog. It's called my hat. Like, what? Like, because you say nonsense, you say senseless phrases doesn't make it funny or interesting, and it like kills the momentum of the movie. Like you have to have a plot, and your plot doesn't move when everyone's making jokes that don't go anywhere.
And the problem with that character is he's stupid as shit.
Yeah, and it's not
the comparable character is Janine from the original, who's smart as hell and too good for that job. That's what makes her role not funny.
That was the joke. Like that's why it's funny.
Like she does not need to be there and doesn't want to be there, and that's it.
That's what makes the line. Well, Janine, I guess you could find a job in the food service, or and it's just like it's such a snarky comeback from Bill Murray that pisses her off because he's right, and she's like, I ain't gonna work there. So yeah, I'm better than that.
All you need to know about Janine's character is that one line of Ghostbusters. What do you want?
What do you want? Now, did you hate the new one?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you still haven't seen it yet?
Still haven't seen it.
Wow, it's on.
I'm gonna sit down. I know. I'm gonna sit down
on
here.
Stars.
I don't have Stars.
Okay, you pay.
I have it.
Oh, you do. Okay.
I'm starting to work my way. Oh, we'll talk about this in the next episode because for the next episode, I have nothing to say.
Yeah, no, the next episode sucks.
Let's finish up this actual good episode.
This episode is really good. So you got the best part was when Leslie Nielsen lays down in the bed and like the bars come up over. Like, what? How did that work? How does that work? And he has a pendulum come down, swinging towards his throat, and he's like, "Come on, Monty, you're gonna kill me. This was about dying of fear, not murder." Something like that. This is cheating. You know it.
visually, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's it. Real simple.
Christoph Waltz in the guest starring role.
But he goes to bed. He cuts these things off on the floor. So they. But here's this.
I love how he's wearing his shoes and khaki pants in bed.
I'm not taking my fucking shoes off in this house. You kidding me?
You fucking jerk! Step on a nail.
This thing's like Kevin McAllister rigged it for booby traps. I'm not taking my shoes off.
I don't want to step on a
nail.
Step on a goddamn Lego.
You got the tar nails.
Oh God, yeah.
Luckily, he's not a side of the bed sleeper like I am.
Yeah,
I never lay in the middle of a bed.
I don't either. Never have.
That's when you're like, if it's a used bed, you're just like your shoulders are higher than your spine. It feels weird. Even if I sleep in my bed alone, I'm on the side of the bed. Like I sleep on the edge of the bed.
I tend to end up on the edge of the bed. Sometimes I'll just sit up and I'll fall asleep sitting on the edge of the bed because I'm like I was going to do something. And I just
like
fall asleep. Yeah, it's so awkward. So weird. Like, oh, why is that? I never did that before. Oh God.
Oh man, I like that you're saying it like you're ashamed. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Absolutely, I'm ashamed. I'm lots of things I do. I shame myself.
It's like clearly tubing. That's why I compared to Edgar Allan Poe. It's got the got the
well, yeah, no, it's an obvious, total call to Edgar Allan Poe, Pet the Pendulum, and it just. But that one wasn't based on. It's just neat visual, I guess. That's all they're going for. Yeah, because it doesn't really go with the story, but whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, it's so he survives the night. He sleeps. He wakes up. And then he goes downstairs, and he's about ready to leave. He's walking out that door, and he's like, "You know what? I'm gonna go in this kitchen for no reason."
Right? Yeah.
Slight noise.
Well, no, he gets up and he's like, "Oh, yeah!" He's all excited because he won the bet. He's like, "Yeah, best night's sleep I ever had." The way that he gets up is hilarious. I just thought he just watch. He's all excited. Huh. He's all happy, skipping.
Watch, he's like about to leave. Universal doesn't fuck around, so I have to keep pausing.
Oh this. Yeah.
All right, he'll yell, and I'll fast forward a bit. See, okay, he starts. God damn it! It's impossible to watch.
No, but everything. He goes to the kitchen because he smells food cooking, or it's all automated. Though, how did he crack the eggs in the pan if it's all electronically
it
done?
Just dropped the egg, or it cracked it, and like Pee Wee Herman.
Did it though? I don't see that. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. I'm thinking too much. It's fine.
He's got the Rube Goldberg machine, the Ernest P. Worrell and Pee Wee Herman have, or Moranis does in the beginning of
Honey, We Blew Up the Kids.
No, the first one, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Yeah, that's right.
I don't know why I couldn't think of that.
Honey, we blew up the audience. Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves. The whole franchise.
Honey, You Died, and I vanished from the limelight.
Oh,
yeah.
He never really went away. He did say that he did a lot of voiceover work, so it's not like he wasn't working.
He did that from his bedroom.
Well, sure, yeah. But good for him. That just shows you how great a man he is.
Supposed to make a comeback, though.
Well, yeah,
coming out.
He was supposed to already. That was like 5 years ago.
Was he not in the new Ghostbusters?
No, he's not in the new Ghostbusters. He is not in the good. If I told you who was playing Harold Ramis's part in the beginning of the movie, you're gonna laugh.
Don't tell me.
You'll never figure it out.
I want to watch it and then
you'll
guess.
You'll never guess. You'll never be able to guess. Go watch it and we'll play that game. I'm going to ask you, okay, because you just see him a silhouette in the beginning of the movie. There's like an opening with Egon, And I'm going to say, who do you think they got to stand in for Egon?
Ray Romano.
You're way off.
Okay,
We'll
play that game. We'll play that game next time.
And you will be shocked because the connection to you is very, 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 It's
not Nick
important.
Cage.
No, it's not Nick Cage.
John Travolta.
It's Nick Cage. Yeah, no, you're right. It's Nick Cage. Come on, you ghost. I got you. This whole thing's a trap I made for you.
No, I would know if it was Nick Cage.
No, it's not Nick Cage.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
It's a Twinkie.
That's a big Twinkie. This is a big Twinkie. I will karate chop you, Zool. Back off, pal. Come on, man.
Get out of here. Come
on.
So he goes into the other room. Fritz Weaver is on the TV.
Yes, he's got a futuristic TV phone.
Yeah, and he's like,
it's like an 8mm camera on top of a square television set.
Look at this fucking smirk. It looks like he's sitting on an Olive Garden.
Yeah. I love it. He's like, yeah, fuck you. I'm the winner. I won. You lost. Ha ha.
And here's my problem with the episode. They both win. All he had to do was survive the night. He did that.
Yeah.
And then Fritz Weaver throws this additional "I broke you," which was not part of the deal at all.
Well, there's a reason why he did this in the first place.
I'm not saying he doesn't have a reason or it's not justified. Right. I'm just saying he did lose the bet.
Yes.
But he plays it off like I won the bet. And you're like, no, you lost the bet.
Well, he's being coy because he's not done playing with him yet.
Yes, but you should have made the bet different if he's going to do this shit. Because he's supposed to beat him at noon the next day, and it's like, I don't know, fucking 11 now. And the stipulation of the bet was you survive the night. That's it. He survived the night.
Well, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt here. I'm going to say it's 7 a.m.
Still survived the night.
Yeah, no, he still survived. But the bet was to survive till noon the next day.
That's why you explored the dining room.
No, the bet was survive the night. He said, then I'll meet you at noon.
Right.
They didn't say survive till noon. But here's this high-tech surveillance equipment. It's got a little camera up there. He's on a TV, and he's doing this pre-recorded message, clearly. And they're talking to each other. He made him toast. He makes some eggs, and he's like, I promise your coffee's not laced, looks like your thermos was. You set that down when you walked in. That was a shame. Shouldn't have done that. Made you sleep for a very long time, though.
I touched your ball sack.
Yeah.
I licked your balls last night.
And that'd be funny if that was it. He's like, no.
No! I made you my puppet for my penis. Yeah.
Ow.
I stick it in you. I stick it in you while you sleep. I gave you the monkeypox.
Oh! I fucked your eye hole.
I put my pee-pee in your nose.
See, this is where when he goes down and see Fritz Weaver on the TV, I immediately started thinking he like put something in his head, like his eyeball.
Right.
That's what I was thinking because it's shielded, and I wonder what the purpose of the eye patch was, other than that, to fake you out. I know it's to show how big of a badass he is, and he kept living and blah blah blah, but it really made me think of the twist. Like, was that part of like, the audience thing? Because it
right.
And well, I don't know what else. I thought he put like a robot thing in there. I don't know.
How many bullets did he bring to this house? Because he reloads the gun like 3 or 4 times.
This guy is just pockets. He's got a cargo pants and
he's set for war, no matter where he goes.
In a pocket full of shells.
Going down potato with a pocket full of shells.
Going down potato? Is that what you just said?
Going down potato.
Potatoes on parade.
Grandparents haven't seen an Irishman since their grandparents bought one.
I was going to say that's the Irish parade. The
Irish parade, yeah, I don't know.
Or Russians.
It doesn't matter.
They have the potato jugs as well. They just turns in theirs in alcohol.
Yeah, that's true.
So he
not testify.
He has a very long, convoluted explanation of what he did.
Yes.
Well, I'm a scientist, and my father was a blah blah blah. I'm a scientist. I gave you
did you notice?
Did
you notice his hair's not white here?
That was the fake out.
That was the fake out, yeah. And he never mentions it. Leslie Nielsen, because obviously this was not, I don't know if he's reacting to anything, if that's not superimposed and rear projected later in post.
I assume they have it on the TV. And
I would think so, right?
Yeah, because it has the lines. It has those lines, when you film a TV.
Yeah.
So I assume he's watching it, and then maybe they're just playing it for him off screen. Like,
but you think he would figure out, oh, your hair's not white. What's up with that?
Well, I think he knows something else is going on, and he was doing a performance. So he just assumes it was a performance to trick him out of the money.
Right.
Yada, yada. Although I would be like, how did you know I was going to bet you a bunch of money?
Right, yeah.
Or you were going to bet. How do you know I was going to take that bet?
Right. How do you know that I'd be like, I have to be somewhere tomorrow. I cannot do it tomorrow. Maybe next week.
10,000? No, I'm rich. I'm good. I don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah, no, but $10,000 bet. And then it's like, well, you have to be tomorrow because my robot is plugged in. It's fully charged. So it needs to happen tomorrow. Because if you wait, you're gonna wreck what I planned for you.
Yeah, like 36 more hours on top of this. The gas guy's gonna come and shut it off, and I need him for the.
My Scooby-Doo plot isn't gonna work out if you don't go there tonight, tomorrow at 6 o'clock at night.
You know what would have been hilarious is for the third act is he gets so desperate that it's Fritz Weaver in a sheet, like flashlights in his arms. Yeah. I'm a spooky ghost. And he trips and pulls the shit off himself. He's like, man, just give him my money. He gets really desperate. That'd be fun to watch Fritz Weaver become a desperate man.
Yeah.
He's like so stoic and in charge of everything all the time. It'd just be funny to watch him.
He was desperate in that Twilight Zone 85 episode we saw where he was a priest that you didn't realize he was a priest.
I thought it was the guy's dad, literally
exactly.
His father. Yeah.
Father, yes, my son. Not my son, but my son.
Yes, not my biological child. How can I help you? No, what was that? That was the George R.R. Martin one, wasn't it?
Maybe it was the closest to the sun or whatever.
It's called The Star, wasn't it?
The Star, yeah, The Star, yeah.
Something about a star.
I think it was just called The Star, where it's like this culture existed 5,000 exactly X mind, and the birth of Christ.
The baby Jesus.
The star lit the way for the birth of Christ. Which had a good episode. I like that one. Fritz Weaver was good. It was good actors. Just that matte painting was just so bad and dated. But yeah. So what do you want? What do you want from me? It's a show from 1985. What do you want?
I'm looking it up right now to find the name of that episode. I'm pretty sure it's just The Star.
I think it's The Star. No, you're right.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, there's a lot of episodes that we watched in this stamp. Yeah, The Star. There it is.
Yeah, sorry.
113C, The Star.
We've seen a lot of TZ85. I think we got to be close to being done with that show. I know Nat Gallery, we got like 10 million episodes to go, but TZ85, we've knocked a lot of those out of the park.
You'd be very surprised.
Oh, no, don't say that.
We're like, I used to have a list where it would go in order how many are left of each, but I changed it when it shows them. But I got to say, there's probably still 60 both.
Oh, you're kidding me.
There's slightly more 85 to go through.
How is there 60? We've seen 60.
Well, the thing about Nat Gallery is it's 3 seasons, but the first season is only like 6 episodes.
Yeah.
And the second season's only like 21, and the third one's 20 or something like that. And then,
but there's 3 different stories in each episode in some cases.
The third season's only 1 story each.
Is it?
Second season, there's only 22 episodes. So the first season, so really not a whole lot comparatively. When 85 Twilight Zone, where it's 24 episodes in the first season with multiple stories.
Yeah.
The second season is 11 episodes with multiple stories. The third season is 30 episodes.
Right.
So there's a lot of fucking episodes between those 2 shows.
Yeah.
We're almost done with TZ 2002, which sucks.
Well, that was much shorter, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we only got a handful of those left. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 left.
Well, shit.
I can count those.
That's a lot. That's a lot still.
Yeah, but I don't mind watching those. Because you see like actors who are like, oh, it's that guy.
Right.
At worst, the episode's just kind of boring. That's the worst you're going to get.
Yeah.
Like even the ones with the good actors, like that Last Lap episode with Clifton Collins Jr.
Right.
This is kind of boring.
Yeah.
Or that racial one where it was
that one was hilarious.
That one was ridiculous.
That one is probably one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen.
All right. Oh, I didn't realize I was so screen sharing this. Okay.
No, but so basically the big reveal.
Yes.
Fritz Weaver reveals he has a big long story about how his father was a concert pianist in the World War II in Italy, which is where Leslie Nielsen, as a younger man, was stationed fighting World War II. And
he volunteered
yes,
before the Americans even got into the war.
Right. And he goes, they waited too long on that one. You're too slow.
Yeah. Yes, I imagine. Fritz Weaver always agrees with him. Yes, I imagine.
Yeah, yes, very good. But he goes, my father was a pianist.
Unable to use its arms and...
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah. And so you took him, General, and you took him, and you wanted information from him, so you took gasoline from your Jeep, and you lit his hands on fire.
For information he could not possibly have.
Yeah.
Something like that.
He was not. You thought he was a member of Mussolini's party, and he wasn't. He was trying to defeat Mussolini, but with his gifts as a pianist.
He's Adrian Brody.
He was Adrian Brody. Damn you!
Oh, damn you!
Roman Polanski directed him. The noted pervert and rapist.
He's a guy I'm not going to say allegedly for.
No, it's true. He did it. Yeah. It's been proven multiple times.
Even if it's not proven like legally in court, because it can't be proven legally in court because the motherfucker fled. So I get to say
it was proven. She went on the stand, I think, and testified. But
no, but that's still
I saw that whole documentary. I saw that in the theater. The People versus Roman Polanski or whatever it was called. The HBO
NAMBLA group outing.
Yeah, we had popcorn.
And then he held me down in the hot tub.
Like, more. How big was the volume when he put it down your throat, bitch? Jesus Christ!
How much did he cry because he just lost his wife horribly?
It was Jack Nicholson's house. I know that. It was Jack. Jack Nicholson was shooting a movie in Spain or something, and Jack Nicholson was not there. So, but it was his hot tub where he sodomized her. Cast you down with the sodomites.
I guess Jack Nicholson didn't really care about that it happened because he did. That would seem like it was after, right? Chinatown. That's like 74. Didn't he leave in like?
No, it was after Chinatown. Yeah, it's just like 70. It was like I think it's like 77, 76. That'd be around that time.
Oh wow, I assume he left like
Chinatown was 74.
Years of 69, the Channing Tate thing.
No, he was still working. He was working in Hollywood for a long time after that. Oh. I don't think he left Hollywood until the whole rape thing happened. Then he fled to Europe and stayed there forever. He just lived in France for the rest of his days.
Fled in 78.
Yeah, 78. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh yeah, no, he was making movies after Sharon Tate was brutally murdered, and his baby was cut out of her, and they took it. I mean, that is sick shit.
Yeah, I don't blame him for being fucked up, but still,
well, that's the thing. He loses your entire family in the Holocaust, and then you lose your wife and baby and friends. In a horror, and it was because it was an accident. Because they weren't even supposed to be in that house. They were renting the house from who they were going to kill, who they're supposed to kill, which was like a music producer. And he didn't even live there. They were renting the house from them, which is what it was like. Talk about wrong place, wrong time.
Well, I thought he was supposed to be killing an old school Hollywood cowboy and his assistant stuntman.
Maybe.
That's what I thought it was.
I wouldn't doubt it. Something like that.
Remember the stuntman was up on the roof smoking a joint.
Hmm.
And then he comes down with a chainsaw and chops him in half. I don't like that movie.
Oh, is that the movie?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, yeah. It's hard for me to like that movie because it's just like, this is a real thing that happened. You can't like turn into a Hollywood ending. It's like, I get what he's trying to do.
I had no problem with that.
It's just
I don't like the movie itself.
The movie's, whatever. Whatever.
That 20-minute long scene where he tells a really boring story to an extra on the movie set, that young girl.
He's talking to the girl, yeah. Oh, it's so boring. Yeah.
And he keeps going, and I'm like, I ordinarily like when we just have a moment in a while and just
Yeah.
they spend their time on that when it relates to the plot. But this is like
Yeah.
he tells a story, and it's like, all right, what's going on over here? And I'm
This
like, there's
is-
one scene in the movie I loved,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah, this is Quentin Tarantino's, I think, most self-indulgent movie.
Yeah,
because it's just really, it's just I didn't like it. I think it's his weakest movie.
Yeah, I also don't like Inglourious Basterds that much.
No, I don't either. I like Christoph Waltz.
The movies are very soon. Yeah, Christoph
Yeah.
Waltz is fucking amazing in that.
He's amazing, and that's about it. I don't like.
I like all the actors in it. I like
Yeah.
everything. And there's Michael. What's his name? It's great.
Yeah.
Why can't I think of his last name? The guy next to
yeah, Michael Fassbender.
Fassbender's great. Everyone's
Yeah.
great. It's just the story. I'm like, okay.
It didn't wow me. I remember when that movie came out, everybody was like sucking its dick.
Yeah.
And I remember my buddy and I, we went and saw it, and we saw it the opening night. And I remember we both walked out of the movie and we're just like, I don't think I liked it. And I was just like, it was Christoph Waltz was amazing, but like when he's not in it, I don't really care. Like nothing about that movie was okay. And he goes, yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think we're the only two people that are going to be saying this. I think we are. Because everybody like sucked that movie's dick.
Fucking loves it. And
Yeah,
I'm like, I watched it and I was like, oh, he killed Hitler.
Yeah, he changes history. Ooh, funny. History's changed.
So I was watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I go, I'm noticing something similar to that. He's going to change history.
Yeah,
it's changed history. There you go.
Yeah. No.
And so I do like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood more than Inglourious Basterds because I liked hanging out with those characters more.
Right, yeah.
And similar to Inglourious Basterds, there's one scene I fucking love. It's that scene in the opening of Inglourious Basterds where they're hiding below the floorboard.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
There's inherent tension there.
Yeah.
Milk, and that scene's great. And it's just like the scene in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood where Brad Pitt goes up to the ranch.
Right,
You're waiting the whole time for someone
to... Yeah.
And he finds Bruce Dern in the bed.
Yeah.
That scene was great. I loved it. There was tension. It felt like Tarantino.
And Bruce Dern's getting fucked by Dakota Fanning.
And then it's just over.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. At least Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that scene comes like 2/3 of the way through the movie.
It's in there.
Inglourious Basterds, I think it's the opening scene, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So, yeah, that movie, I was like, oh, nothing now. Okay.
It's a bingo.
But this twist ending.
Yes. Do we get to the twist ending here?
Yes. Do you want to continue with your revelation here by Fritz Weaver?
Well, no, it's actually pretty good. He basically, Leslie Nielsen didn't kill his father, but destroyed his father, which was worse than death, basically. So his father,
a pianist, yeah,
he was a famous pianist, and he burnt his hands, and he could never play the piano again, and he died, sad and alone, blah blah blah. And so Fritz Weaver has taken him forever to find this guy to set up this revenge plot. And the way he does it is he says, I injected you with a serum that will turn you into a giant worm, which is like the stupidest thing ever.
I don't know why you're doing a German accent.
I've done it. It works for this. Fritz Weaver, you giant worm.
Except to assist with a slithering motion.
There's no German accent there at all.
It's fine.
A worm.
You turned into a slithering. All you would be able to do is slither.
We go.
Yeah. Oh, 9. But
yes, he's going to turn him into a worm, and it describes in long detail about how the bones deteriorate and then the skull deforms. And you're a worm, and the one guy he tried it with turned into a slug. One of his assistant scientists, and then.
He says it's in the cellar, or it's in the cellar. Go look, and the door is behind him. And Leslie Nielsen goes to look, and he sees there's a snail trail on the floor, and he doesn't even go into the cellar. And he's like, oh! And so Leslie Nielsen.
It was funny because we saw the snail trail before. Because he looks down, he's like,
right, yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's what that is. So I assumed it was real.
Right, yeah.
Here's the trail. We saw it way earlier. And he kind of played it off like after the reveal. I assume that was like the tracks or something to help glide along the animatronics or something.
Yeah, but he said it would take 6 months for it to happen. So I was like, Well, shit, you can get your money still and go live the high life for 6 months and then kill yourself, maybe. I don't know.
No, you
Before
have.
turn to.
It's not 6 months of greatness and then you turn. It's like cancer. Where you just slowly deteriorate over those 6 months. So I get why Leslie Nielsen would do what he did, but still, maybe check out the basement. Because instead,
Yeah.
he does this. And I want to play this scene because it's fucking hilarious when he shoots himself and sets the gun down. You can see his hand go like this. He's like, throwing the gun out
Yeah.
on the table.
It's so awkwardly done. He shoots himself in the head.
You still lose, Matzi.
Matzi.
Did they make his name that close to Nazi on purpose?
You still lose, Matzi.
I want to fast forward a little bit here. I fear I fast forwarded over it. I did.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me find it.
Oh, did you notice at the beginning of this episode they when he's in the gallery, there's a floating devil, and they stay on it for like 30 seconds. It's like, why are they staying on this floating devil? Like, it doesn't move for a while.
Both of these episodes are set up in a manner that bothers me, and we'll talk about that in the next episode.
Okay.
Let's finish this. Watch his hand set the gun down here. It is fucking hilarious.
It's ridiculous. What? Angus drops.
I just realized that's a toaster, not the napkin dispenser. Look at this thing. Hold on, let me. I thought it was a napkin dispenser. I want yogis. Laws, yes. MON. That spells yogis. But I laugh so fucking hard when his hand is pushing out the gun slowly. Like, it wasn't Leslie Nielsen, clearly. Why would you wouldn't have the actor do that? That's a stand-in.
Well, sure, yeah.
Why do that though?
Do you think they thought, well, we're going to do it off screen? Oh, wait, it's not. It didn't have that dramatic pull. Get Tony in here and just have him hold the gun. His hand will fall into frame, and it won't even match. But fuck it, it's going to be more dramatic that way.
They didn't even need that.
No,
cut to Fritz Weaver on TV, and you hear a gunshot, and he's like, smiles. That's it. I got it. And then his hand drops in. I'm like, oh, what's it? Oh, it's his hand. Oh, he's that. Oh, ha! I couldn't stop laughing. God, it's so fucking funny. It's so bad. In the middle of a decent episode, which is what sucks. Because it made me laugh at the end. And I was like, kind of forgot how much I loved it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done. I'll let go of that. Here, you take it.
I love it. I kind of want to get that clip.
Now, and then, of course, Fritz Weaver goes, no, I didn't lose, General. And then he ends up, then he says, there's nothing in the cellar. And so he made it all up. It was all fear.
Oh, Mr. Malloy, you lose.
Yeah.
There is nothing in the cellar.
There is nothing in the cellar.
That thick Italian accent.
I don't even know if it's Italian.
No, that's the scene where he starts doing the German voice.
I don't even know what that is.
No, Mr.
There's nothing in the cellar. Nine! Cellar, no! Nothing in there. Nothing!
It's the most beautiful word in the English language. I was trying to figure out last thing, and then we'll get out of here. I know I say that a lot, but this time I mean it.
Right.
We're watching Stranger Things season 2 because we talked about it last week, and I said I'll finish it. And I'm holding through a couple promises with you: Sopranos, and then Stranger Things.
Wow.
We're about 3 episodes in the season 2. And I paused, and I was like thinking about how much she hates all my movies. Yeah. And I was like, I think you actually, if you love because you love Stranger Things,
right?
And I was like, I think you actually will like Donnie Darko because it's the sci-fi set in the 80s. You like that kind of timeline. Because she doesn't know the 80s at all. She's born 91.
Yeah.
She likes it. But I'm like, I think she actually will like Donnie Darko, and she likes Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
I kind of want to show it to her.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I know, right? But I'm nervous because that's another movie in my top 10.
Go back to China, bitch.
Go back to China, bitch. There's teenagers waiting up by a bus stop.
Was that James Franco and Seth Rogen?
No, it's not James Franco. He's not in that.
It's Seth Rogen though.
It's Seth Rogen's in it, but he's not that guy.
Who's the other one?
Oh no, they're two separate guys. Go back to China, bitch is one of Jake Gyllenhaal's friends. Go back to China, bitch.
I thought that was James Franco.
No.
Okay.
It's a smiley kid. I'll pull it up here.
Yeah, I can't remember. I've only seen it like twice. I think I've only seen the movie twice.
Oh, really? Because I've seen it 1,000 times.
No, I've twice was enough. I was like, yeah, okay, fine.
I've seen it in the theater twice.
Oh, wow.
No, it's James, Seth Rogen and the guy with a fucking mullet.
Yeah.
I'm not the one to say that.
I always think it was James Franco. Now I'm thinking Freaks and Geeks.
Go back to China, bitch. Here it is.
Go.
Cool.
This is why I call this him Smiley, because he's constantly smiling all the time. Oh, it's this guy's Smiley, but this guy's
right.
So go back to China, bitch. Is this guy?
Back to China, bitch.
So it's
oh God,
Donnie Darko, Seth Rogen.
He's got. I remember he has the arm. He has the arm cast.
Who does?
Seth Rogen. Does he have like a cast on his arm?
No. So this is the guy I'm talking about. It's not
okay.
It's like a guy with a rat tail.
Oh my God, where am I getting these memories from?
I don't know what you're combining here.
I really don't know either.
I love it because Patrick Swayze played. If you watch the videos that he makes,
that's right. I forgot like Patrick Swayze. Yeah.
At one point, he like,
oh shit,
pats the kid in the butt.
Yeah, I forgot Patrick Swayze was in that movie.
Keeps looking at the kids.
Oh my, that's right. Oh fuck, I forgot about that.
And when you find out the ending where Donnie Darko erases everything that really happened, it makes it so he's still a pedophile out there.
Right.
Like, he doesn't get caught.
He doesn't change it.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of here. So I gave this episode a 7. I really did enjoy it.
I will give it a 7 as well.
Yeah. You know what? Should we go up to 8 for this one?
Why not? Let's give Night Gallery its due.
Because I gave the Devil's Not Mocked, the B side of this, a 7. So I'll give this one an 8. I want to be fair.
You gave that one a 7? Oh shit!
Yeah,
no,
it was fun. We all did.
I can't remember.
Yeah, A Question of Fear, I did enjoy thoroughly. I'll give it an 8. I will be more kind than it deserves.
Yeah, let's give it an 8. I feel good about that.
Yeah. I enjoyed it all the way through. It was more than 25 minutes, wherever the normal ones are. And
yeah, it did. I was quite surprised. Yeah. Now, the next one, not so much.
The next one will be real brief. Until next time, in the meantime, in Phoenix West.
I think it's kind of funny. I think it's kind of sad. Goodbye, Dick Ticket. It's the best I've ever had.
The podcast in which I'm dying are the best I ever had.
Go back to the podcast, bitch. What? Okay.
We need Noah Wiley here to explain this to us.
Get out.
I have not seen him since that movie.
Noah Wiley shows up in a... Yeah, I don't think he's in anything, actually. You're right. I was thinking Anthony Edwards in Zodiac. Nope. That's not
another ER member.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The ER cast.
Does Anthony Edwards, you think in the new Top Gun he at least gets like the ghost of Goose?
Well, no, Goose's son's in it. That's who Miles Teller is. Yeah.
I want old Anthony Edwards being like, "This is what I would look like if I lived. I need work."
Son, you did a good job, son.
I blew through all my billions of ER money.
Yeah, there's no way he's living the high life somewhere, living off of ER money. Still,
he made so much money off ER.
Oh, ER was like he was on there for like 12 years.
He was on there
or more
longer than George Clooney and longer than the one girl.
Yeah. Oh, she shows up in The Sopranos. She's coming last season.
Which one?
The doctor, the nurse, the one that was with George Clooney on the show.
Yeah,
that girl, Juliana Margulies.
Oh, that one.
Margulies.
I was thinking the one from News Radio.
Oh, Maura Tierney. Yeah, no, she's
on The Office.
She's in The Office, and she's in a bunch of shit. I think she was in The Closer. She's in a lot of shows. She worked. and she smokes like a fucking train. She
Yeah.
smokes more. She smokes as much as Rod Serling.
I mean, just watch Dogma. She smokes like 45 cigarettes in that movie.
No, that was Laura. That was a different girl.
There's no difference.
That's Laura. That's Laura, or that's not Maura Turney. That's the other girl that disappeared.
It's not Lauren Flynn Boyle, is it?
No, not Laura Flynn Boyle, but Laura. Oh my God, she was in Jade, and then she was in a few. She was in
Linda Florento.
Linda Florentino, yeah.
Those are the same person.
Maura Turney and Linda Florentino, yeah, came to be in the same time, same place.
Okay, so Linda's the one from Men in Black. Okay.
Yes.
It's weird because I know who they both are.
Right.
Yeah, I got some wires crossed there sexually.
Yeah.
I need to deal with that off screen. So goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
I gotta go look at a comic book collection tomorrow.
When don't you?
Well, some guy called. I went to the store that I had a shop or comics in, and he was going to sell these comics. And the guy that worked there said, "Well, I got a guy that you might look at them and buy them because this guy doesn't know what they are." And I was talking to him on the phone. And he goes, "Well, I went to go talk to this one guy, but he was kind of a D." Because he said D, he didn't say dick. He was being nice, and he goes, "Yeah, I was just trying to get some answers. I was just asking some questions, and he just was rude. So I said, F that guy.' So I left, and I was like, well, that's
that
fine."
guy read the A.
Right.
Spell my C all over his A.
So is that a fucking queer? What? And
The F and Q.
No, then he just says it out loud. When it comes to homosexuals, he doesn't care. He's not
Dropped
hiding
the
that.
N-bomb casually.
Drop the N-bomb too. That fucking. Oh my God, sir. So I'm curious. I'm gonna see what he's got. Hopefully, it's who knows. You never know. Hey, you never know. He doesn't know what they are. He says they're older. He says they look old. He's not sure what they are. He was trying to look them up.
That's the perfect response.
He was trying to look them up on the price guide, but he's like, I don't even know what this stuff means. And I said, I'll look at it, sir. Don't worry.
Exactly what you want to hear.
Oh yeah, I'm curious, but I'm sure there's shit. I'm sure it's gonna be. Like, I don't know. He was like saying, yeah, I mean, I got like about I think there's about 300 or 400 here. I don't know. If I give him $1 each, I'll be happy if I can get that. Like, yeah, maybe.
There is no Frank because there's never any Frank. 2 years of. Sorry, it froze. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
I know, I turned it off. So I'm going to go to the bathroom.
All right. I'll be waiting.
We'll hear a commercial.
Oh, yes. You're a monster. Dun 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 dun.
It gives me time to come back, to go to the bathroom, come
Oh
back.
yeah. Play. You go to the store on that one. Shit, you go down this
It's
fucking
only
road.
3 minutes long.
That's a long 3 minutes.
That's the point.
It's
That's
so
the whole
internal.
point.
Oh God, it's so horrible. It's like, oh my God.
Well, that's what I feel when I watch that movie.
Oh, I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it.
It's got so much hate, that movie.
No, the third one deserves all the hate.
The third one, what else were they going to do? I felt bad for J.J. Abrams. I'm like, dude, I mean, you're fucked. Like, you can't do anything. You're fucked. They just fucked that whole thing up so badly, and they put their money on the wrong horse. Who would have thought Carrie Fisher would be the first one to die before they finished the fucking movies?
Anyone, if they watched the track record.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, dude. Harrison Ford's going to live to be 1,000 years old. Mark Hamill, he will do anything for money, even live longer. Carrie's all fucked up on pills for 25 years.
Well, Harrison Ford will survive multiple plane crashes.
Exactly.
The dude's immortal.
I'm high. I smoke weed.
The trick is to smoke a fucking brick of weed before you fly.
You smoke a brick of weed and you go fuck a skinny woman, and I'll make you live forever.
Ugh.
I absorb the power of Callista.
Is he still with Callista Flockhart?
Yeah, he's been with her for years.
God damn. She's got to be 25 years younger than her.
He likes ugly women. Like, even his first wife wasn't anything amazing. Like, that's the guy that could probably bang anybody he wanted to, and he just did not. He just...
Well, you got to think, like, 30 years of banging anyone he wants. So he was,
sure.
You know what? Let's put this old horse to bed. Find a woman I actually enjoy.
Right,
yeah.
Sure, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because what else is he going to... Okay, let's begin the show.
Well, according to Francis Ford Coppola, his first wife was a great fuck.
Fun.
The girl that wrote E.T., Melissa Matheson, he was married to her.
Is she related to
no
alum? No,
not Richard Matheson. No. I think it was Melissa Matheson who wrote E.T. and a few other things. She was a screenwriter. She was married to Harrison Ford for a while. I think they were divorced when she died.
God damn, she looks like the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, she's not a pretty woman.
Oh.
Yeah, E.T. Melissa Matheson died 2015, age 65. Oh my God.
She died of not being stoned in a plane crash. Weird.
Wait, she wrote BFG, Kundun, The Indian Cupboard, E.T., Twilight Zone the movie.
Which episode?
Screenplay by Josh Rogan. Her name, she used a pen name, Josh Rogan. I wonder which one was that. Let me see here. Because it's written by multiple people.
She died of
she did the second segment.
Brain cancer. Ex-sister of Terrence Ford.
Yeah, she wrote the second segment of Twilight Zone, which was, does that Kick the Can?
I think Kick the Can's the last one.
No, 30,000 Feet's the last one. The John Lithgow one's the last one.
Hey, why doesn't it say which segment? Oh, fuck
it
you.
says second segment. It said in the thing. It said second segment.
Well, I can find out who directed the second segment was John Landis. Oh no.
Oh.
He goes Good Life, Time Out, Nightmare 20,000 Feet, Kick the Can. So she wrote the one where 3 people were killed. That's her fault. Really, if you look at it from a certain specific angle, meaning you're John Landis, it's her fault.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, theme song. Let's do. What do we got? What's today's episode about? Oh, nothing. Let's play nothing. No, I don't have that. I don't know. Simpsons sound good?
That sounds good.
How
Well, where's my dad?
Well, it should be obvious to even the most dim-witted individual who holds an advanced degree in hyperbolic topology that Homer Simpson has stumbled into the third dimension.
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
Homer, where are you?
I'm somewhere where I don't know where I am.
Our opening kickoff is deep into the end zone of the moors, where hounds bay and witches fly brooms. And the belief in the supernatural is as natural as breathing, or not breathing. We call this item, I'll Never Leave You, Ever.
Welcome to LIW, the Twilight Zone review, episode 365, Net Gallery 220A, I'll Never Leave You Ever, Phoenix West. Oh, sorry. This episode is brought to you by The Batman on HBO Max, so let me restart that. Welcome to LIW, the Twilight Zone review.
The city.
Episode
I don't think the city is
365.
learning. I don't think the podcast is learning.
Night Gallery 220A.
Oh, are you Paul Dano? I get it.
I'll never leave you ever. Phoenix West.
This is not how it was supposed to be.
I finally watched it last night.
Did you finally watched it? Yeah.
2 nights ago.
What'd you think of it?
Didn't know it was 3 hours.
It's 3 hours.
3 full hours. Hey,
That's
to be fair, flew by.
Yeah, it's nicely shot. It's a nice looking movie.
I do have, like, as much as I make fun of the pacing of it, because it is a slow talking movie.
Yes, it is.
Especially Jeffrey Wright.
Yes.
He's really bored with this sort of cadence. It's like he works for NPR.
I heard you're a problem.
So welcome to the
You're a vigilante.
podcast.
I can't help you. You're a vigilante. I can't help you.
But yeah, I did like the movie. I was about to post, and I decided that I forgot about it, honestly. And I was like, that sure was the 6th best Batman movie.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't understand why people are saying The Dark Knight isn't as good as like Dark Knight sucks. This is the best Batman. Are you fucking nuts?
No, it's a good movie. It's a great movie, actually. The Batman.
Right.
Problem is, there's 5 other great Batman movies I like way more.
That's the thing. Yeah, exactly.
So this is the 6th best one, and that's not a slight at all on this movie.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
It's just that the 3 of the honestly, all 5 of the other ones are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
They're some of them are amazing.
Yeah.
But this is the 6th best, which is fucking weird to say, and I still give this one an 8.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't. It's a bizarre set of circumstances. Just there's been a lot of great Batman movies.
Yeah.
It's like those 6 right here. You get like all 6 of those, and it's like you can't even see like where the Schumacher ones.
No, the Schumacher ones are
Zack
in the
Snyder
puddle.
ones.
The Schumacher ones are in the puddle of blood beneath Thomas Wayne and his wife, with the pearls and the popcorn on the ground.
Yeah, definitely. You know what's funny is I was sitting there and I was like, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, 98. It's been 24 years since an American has played. Oh wait, Zack Snyder did some Batman movies. I completely forgot.
Yeah, you forgot about the Zack. You forgot about the Snyder universe. The Snyderverse.
Zero memory when I was watching this movie. I was like, oh yeah, that was a thing.
That. Yeah, right.
Nothing stuck.
How lame is that? That you don't remember the Snyderverse at all.
Well, he didn't get his own Batman movie, so they weren't really Batman movies.
He was a guest star in a DC movie. That's
he
what
was
it was.
Supposed to. That was my main complaint is about the DC franchises. They didn't do their own independent movies before they did their mashup.
Right.
So that's why none of it fucking worked.
Yeah, well, because they were throwing shit on the wall, see what stuck. That's all they could do. There was a mess. Warner Brothers is a mess. That's why they're getting cleaned out right now by the new CEO. He's like taking everybody out.
Well, literally just throwing shit in the wall and see if it stuck, because I think the main premise, the setup of the Batman part is shooting those little fly dudes on the wall and they explode into Steppenwolf plot points or something like that, wasn't it?
Right, yeah.
It was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, the Snyder
Yeah.
cut was actually great. I loved it.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Snyder cut was good. Yeah.
I liked it a lot. It was interesting. And then they have that Snyder cut. Gray is Justice is Gray or something. It's just a black and white version of the movie.
Right. Yes.
On
Yes.
HBO Max.
Yes.
And I was like,
yeah.
we already watched it in black and white. And she's like, no, we didn't. I was like, we didn't? Oh, I guess it doesn't fucking matter then.
It doesn't.
Because I thought I did.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. And I was like, oh, wait. The weird thing was it was in 4:3. That's what it was.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because it was the square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, this episode, I'll never leave you ever. Something happens.
I thought the girl was hot. I thought this chick in this episode was super sexy for me. I was like, she's hot. And John Saxon, exactly. The man who killed Freddy Krueger.
And then got killed by him.
Yes, in the third film or the fourth movie. I can't remember.
And again, in real life, quote, in Freddy's Nightmares. New Nightmares.
New Nightmares. Oh my God. That's right. He was in the New Nightmares. No, I think he was in the show too. The TV show. I think he reprised his role as the father.
Really?
I think that episode was directed by either Mick Garris. Oh no, Toby Hooper directed that episode. So Toby Hooper directed John Saxon in the Freddy Krueger show because they did the origin story of Freddy Krueger and how he became Freddy Krueger on the TV show, which is kind of, and they did a prequel on the TV show. Let me double check
right
that
now. I'm already looking it up. You all right? Nightmare Beach.
Gotta stop smoking.
He's in Dream Warrior. I don't see anything about the show.
Hold on.
It's called Freddy's Nightmare. So Freddy, yeah, nothing there.
Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on.
John Saxon's one of those guys who's in like some classy movies with memorable roles. Also, he's in like the most B movie schlock you'll ever watch.
Yes.
Dude had a weird career.
Yeah, okay, fine. Freddy's Nightmare right here. Toby Hooper did direct this episode.
What year?
But it was 1988. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go back. Because they always have
not on John Saxon's IMDb.
It's not John Saxon. Toby Hooper did it. I guess John Saxon did not come back.
Oh, was it his character then? Weird.
Yes, it was basically okay. Here we go. Yeah, he was not in the show. He was not in the TV show because I guess he was bigger than that. But Toby Hooper did direct the episode, and Michael DeLuca wrote the teleplay. Oh my God, that's funny for Freddy Krueger, the TV show.
Freddy's Nightmare. We're doing that soonish on Anthology Series Review.
Wow.
The episode, oh man, what is that? 119. Our next episode is 109. So in 11 more episodes, we're getting to that. I'm looking forward to that show. I've never seen it.
Uh-huh.
Not since it was on the air. Like I saw, I can't tell you what it's about or the premise.
Right. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, I remember it being bad.
The show is terrible. Yeah,
Part of the 13th series I actually remember watching as a kid.
Yeah, I remember that one too.
Freddy's Nightmares was barely fucking on.
Right.
That was like a joke of a show. But okay, so I'll never leave you ever. I do have a note. Jansen, we're anniversary. Jansen on the Twilight Zone review. 6/9/2020. He hasn't been on in a while, but there's the note. I've said it, and now we're done. Why the fuck does Rod Serling make a weird football reference in the intro?
I don't know.
Did you hear what I played?
Well, I'm trying to remember.
In a crypt, or in a place like this, called the Night Gallery.
And why in both of these episodes, deep in the season 2, is he still describing the premise of the show is beyond me.
Why, again, I don't think that was his problem. That was the producers doing that. I'm sure he was rallying against that.
I'm not blaming him, but why are they still doing that is the question.
Yeah.
It's the end of season 2 out of 3 seasons, and he's still describing the basic premise of the show. It's weird, but here's the football reference. Slowly he walks over there.
Our opening kickoff is deep into the end zone of the.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It's not a. It's like
it's an odd choice. It makes no sense.
Hundreds of years ago in Ireland, and he's doing this football reference for some fucking reason.
It's
at least do a basketball. At least that was invented by an Irishman.
That's so bizarre.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's just bizarre.
And then, okay, so it sets up. It's the girl he said is hot.
Yes, I really thought she was very beautiful.
Rolling around in the hay with John Saxon. And then she's like, "Oh, I love you. Why is my husband still alive, that sack of shit?" And I'm like, my second note after why the football reference is, shit, we're in for a long one. Like, you can just feel it in some of these episodes. I was like, oh god, they're doing accents and they're doing this old-timey play feel. And I'm not looking forward to this episode, and I was not wrong. My instincts were completely correct. What are the odds they're going to set it up like this, and it was going to be amazing? Next to nothing.
No, I knew right away that because it was the same set that was on. It was remember the Sin Eater episode, the same fucking set.
Only Sin Eater was 10,000 times better than this.
Oh, it was just as boring though.
No, but yes, but at least there was something where I was like, the guy's screaming and shoveling food in his mouth. That part was fun and easy to make fun of. This one is like, I have nothing to make fun of.
Yeah, it's
nothing
boring.
fucking happens.
Yeah, you're right.
And she goes back to her husband, and then he's dying. And who's he play? Who's that guy? Who's the actor? Royal Dano. And
I wonder if that's Paul Dano's.
That's exactly what I looked up.
If he's related to Paul Dano.
Paul Dano's in my top 10 of actors.
Oh, he's a great actor, yeah.
He's the reason I ultimately decided to actually watch the Batman. So I go, oh, yeah. I didn't realize Paul Dano was playing the Riddler, my favorite.
Oh, yeah, yeah, he's great.
And I watched it, and I go, oh, they didn't give Paul Dano enough to do. Right. He's fun in it, but he had one scene without being on a video camera, and I was like, oh, that was it. And that one scene was amazing, like you were referencing earlier. This isn't how it's supposed to go. He freaks out. This shit's hilarious.
No.
Yeah. And I love the fact that he's doing Bruce.
Yeah.
Wait. And Robert Pattinson looks at the camera, and you think like that was a good fake out where he's like, oh shit, he knows who I am. Here we go. And you realize he's referring like out of order his thoughts, and he's referring to the fact that Bruce Wayne was the one who got away.
Yeah.
That was a good. They got me on that one.
Did you watch the Joker scene?
Yeah, it's in the movie.
No, the deleted scene that's on HBO Max. No. It was on YouTube.
We're doing that like today or tomorrow. Or
it's like a 5-minute scene where basically he's going to the Joker like he's Hannibal Lecter, and he's asking him, who do you think this guy is? And he's like, oh, interesting that you'd ask me these questions. Like, it's like the Joker being Hannibal Lecter, but you never see his face. It's never in focus, but he's got like chemical burns all over his body.
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat, like the way the design's neat. But it's like, I don't know if I want to see a new Joker again. I'm just like,
we've seen two in the last decade.
Yeah, like give Joker a break. Let's do
3.
Another.
We've seen 3 because the Gotham show.
Oh, well, the Gotham show doesn't count.
But I will say, I was hoping, and I actually wasn't sure if the guy who plays the Joker in the new movie was the kid from the Gotham show, because he did a good job in that show. It's the kid from Shameless, that red hair guy.
Yeah, no, in the movie, it's a guy that was in the Eternals. The guy
he's so out of focus, you can't tell.
He's the guy that looks like Joel Edgerton's brother. He looks like Joel Edgerton, kind of.
Joel Edgerton has a brother in the industry.
I know, but they
wrote Animal Farm together.
Yes, he's a writer, director, actor, stuntman. But
does he look like him?
No, he looks more like Joel Edgerton.
Okay.
Because I used to remember that scene in Warrior where he goes, "Well, just that," and he goes, "You ain't no brother of mine. You the core. You no brother of mine." He goes, Joel Edgerton's like, whatever, you fucking asshole. I'm not dealing with you anymore.
Warrior's a movie I will turn on when it's on.
Yes.
But I wish there was a button on my little remote that said
next
Nick Nolte scene.
Right, yeah. You're bastard! Yeah.
And I wish there was like, yeah, they're fighting. We got the fake Joe in that movie where it's Brian.
Yeah, the Frank Joe Rogan.
Brian Callen.
But did you? Yeah, because you're a big UFC guy.
Yeah,
so
I am.
Do you not like that movie because it's just so ridiculous?
No, it's. I understand the. It's like a fantasy version, like when you watch a basketball version of that movie, where it's like the guy who goes big and scores the last point, like an Air Bud thing, where it's the fantasy of greatness. And yeah, my problem with that is the fact that UFC. Even if what's his name? Why am I blanking on the guy's name?
Oh, Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. He shows up and he goes, hurrah! And beats those guys in 4 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I loved. That's what I loved about it. That's what I was just like, that's ridiculous.
It's fun to watch. That's what I say.
Yeah, that's what I
can
think.
Separate.
Yeah. You're right.
You can separate like reality is he would get his ass beat, or like be competitive. It would be a long fight and he might win by judge's decision.
But Tom Hardy's such a fucking badass. He just walks in and one punch knocks the guy out because he's so full of rage.
But that makes the ending work where he fights Joel at the end and gets his ass.
Yeah. Well, sure.
He broke his hand
because he's out of it because just competition because he's out. They would have thrown the fight. They would have ended the fight probably before that moment because he was already down. But he's just, I'm sorry, Tommy. Oh, it makes me cry every time.
No, it is a very good movie for what it is. It is schmaltzy as hell.
Yes, it is. It is schmaltzy.
But I will agree especially when I tear up as like crazy when Nick Nolte's drunk.
Right, yeah.
He's trying to help his kids fucking much, and they tell him to go fuck himself.
They want nothing to do with him.
It's the same thing with the wrestler.
Yeah,
he's trying to do is like finally fix his shit, and he's admitting he's an asshole the whole time, and all he wants to do is fix it. And they go, "Well, you go fuck yourself, old man," and he just loses it and goes on a binge.
I got hurt out there. All I know how to do is wrestle.
Yeah, both those characters is the same person, if you ask me.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the same idea.
But I love, The Wrestler's another movie I compare that to, where it's schmaltzy as hell, but it's the character thing.
But schmaltzy as hell with what's her name, Aunt May getting totally naked and showing her fucking titties,
her dragon tattoos.
Oh my god, ridiculous! Marissa Tomei.
That caught me very off guard when I watched that movie.
I was like, oh my shit, what the fuck? It's like, holy shit. She's licking her tongue sticking out. You're like, oh my god. This is like
I have an Oscar somehow.
It's like, oh my god, this is fucked up. This is fucking hot. What's her she's got a gift. She's a gifted actress. But no, yeah, Warrior always makes me cry at the end because like that scene where they're walking out together and then Nick Nolte's like in the stands looking. He's like sad but happy. And he's just like he kind of nods, like accepting like it's fixed. Like he's forever destroyed, but at least they're fixed. And he's like, that's all I can do now, and that's as good as it's going to get. And he's just like, at least they get to be with each other, and I can be over here. Just the way he looks.
It's also they're together, so maybe they can fix me now.
Maybe,
probably the reality of the story that if it were to continue.
But yeah. No, but yeah, I like Warrior.
I really did enjoy the movie.
Yeah, I like Warrior a lot. It's one of those movies that you're just like, oh shit, yeah, that's a lot. But that's what made me love Tom Hardy even more. Though was that movie because Tom Hardy is just so ridiculous. He's just like he's such a fucking ridiculous badass. It's unbelievable, but it's just like
when he was still doing his pain, so he's
he was just jacked. I'll spar with him.
I will say this:
if you get tuned up, it's on you, bro. That's fine.
If you're any woman watching that movie and you're not in the UFC, it's not for you.
No.
It's the male version of the rom-com. It really is. It's that every guy wants to be an athlete.
Woman. It's our pretty woman. Leave us alone.
Yeah, well, every guy wants to be an athlete and wants to be the fighter, badass. I know I can't do that, so I have never tried to do that.
No, I'm not.
I can hold my own in a street fight if push came to shove.
But that's mean. Yeah.
No, that's as far as it goes. I know that.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Every guy has that fantasy about rising to the top and that.
Right. Yeah.
And it's seriously like it's like a rom-com for that, where everything is heightened and shit. Like, and he chases her down in the terminal, and stop! Don't get on the plane. And then you turn to this, and it's two brothers. What are the fucking odds these two brothers face each other in this fight?
That's the other thing. And somebody tried to say, I remember when that movie first came out, they were saying, yeah, it's based on a true story. Like, no fucking way is this a true story. There's no way. The only way it's a true story is if there was two guys who were brothers that just fought at like some like shitty
Karate tournament.
underground tournament, for nothing. And it was just like, oh, they happen to be brothers, and they didn't know they were there, but they just fought, and that was
they
that.
blood sported at the end.
They both kill each other. They were both murdered in a gang war. I love you, Tommy. Tommy, I'm sorry.
Taking the motor oil.
Tommy, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. They cut off my thumb.
I'm a meme right now. Did you know that, Tommy? I'm a meme. I'm the Uncle Owen meme. I'm hilarious. That meme is probably that's the best thing to come out of Obi-Wan Kenobi is that fucking Owen Lars meme. Joel Edgerton. It's like every time. It's like how you trained his father. Like you trained his. Oh God, it's the funniest shit.
I haven't seen that yet.
Well, I just the meme is everywhere. There's a scene where Owen is Joel Edgerton's Owen. That's the adopted father Luke, and Obi-Wan Kenobi is trying to give Luke a toy, and he says, "We don't want your help. We don't want you around. Stay away from us." And he goes, "He has to be trained." And Owen goes, "Like you trained his father." And I guess this meme has come where it's like everybody who talks to him, he goes, "Oh, like you trained, like whatever it is that they're connected to." Just like you look it up online or something, just put in Owen Lars memes and they'll pop up. There's like a million of them.
This is what I found.
That's the current internet sensation.
Referencing it.
Yeah, no, it's not any of those.
Yeah,
you gotta put Owen.
I'll get rid of this.
Yeah, Uncle Owen meme. There it is. It's all those. It's the 3 layered ones where he's got his hand up. It's they're just ridiculous. It's like you trained his father, and it's like you did this, like you did this. It's like he throws the shade so wonderfully. But yeah, this show, the hottie with the body is boning John Saxton in the barn. She's married to Paul Dano's grandfather.
It's not his grandfather. I did look it up.
It's not his grandfather.
To finish our thought that set us off in this course.
Exactly.
Grandfather.
It's not his grandfather.
I got persuaded a little bit when I go, that's definitely his grandfather. Dano, come on. And I look it up and I go, father of blah, blah, blah. I go, oh, go to that guy. I bet he's his grandpa. And look it up and I'm like, no, that guy was in like 4 things and it says nothing about Paul.
Nothing. Yeah, never mind them.
But fucking Paul Dano, I goddamn love that actor.
He's good. No, he's really
2
good.
movies mostly.
Yeah.
But goddamn.
Well, there will be blood.
And then
I forgot he's in Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah.
That's one of his first movies.
Yeah, but what's the other movie I might be interested in? Him and John Cusack, to give a hint.
Oh. Why am I think I've seen it.
About the Beach Boys.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he plays his dad.
Love and Mercy. No, he plays the younger John Cusack.
John Cusack plays his father, right?
No, John Cusack is him nowadays, and Paul Dano plays
John Cusack?
Brian.
Brian Williams, or Brian Wilson,
Brian Wilson. He plays him in the past.
So John Cusack is Brian Williams in the future?
Yeah.
They don't even look the same.
It's close enough. I fucking love that movie, though. I saw it in the theater.
Okay.
And loved it. I fell in love with that movie.
I thought that was a TV movie for some reason.
No, it's a
solid
fucking movie. What's it got on IMDb? And then we'll get back to this episode.
Probably a 7.
7.4.
Yeah, there you go. That sounds about right.
39,000 people. Wow, that's way more than I expected.
Wow. Yeah,
I gave it a 10. I gave it a 10.
Wow.
I almost never do that. I fucking love that movie.
Wow.
And I know I'm overrating it by probably 2-3 points, but for me it connected and I loved it.
That's fine. I have about probably 20 movies that are 10s, I would say.
Oh yeah.
Like you Once Upon a Time in the West is a 10, Good, Bad, and Ugly's a 10, Ghostbusters a 10, Godfather's a 10, Apocalypse Now is a 10, Star Wars Empire Strikes Back's a 10 for me. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Angelo's Last Crusade, 10s.
I have a number like Heat, 7.
Heat's a 10 probably. Casino, Goodfellas are probably 10s.
Yeah, definitely.
Roughly, yeah. I would say, yeah.
There's probably
Dark Knight's a 10.
It's hard to get a 10. I think I gave Dark Knight a 9. Like that's
I probably did give it a 9. I'm
like The Departed, I gave a 9.
Departed is probably a 9 for me. Shawshank's a 10.
Shawshank's 10.
Shawshank's a 10. Memento's a 10 probably.
You just went down my first two.
Yes, yeah, so I'm thinking. What,
yeah. Away the Gun. I gave a fucking 10 too.
Sure, I would say Aliens is a 10 for me. I think Aliens is a solid 10.
I like Alien better than Aliens.
Alien is an 8-9 for me.
Yeah,
I've seen it so many times.
Like action movie. So.
Well, I like what Aliens expands on that story and really makes it interesting and brings in like the corporate evil entity in there and expands on like they want to make it a bioweapon and it gets into that stuff. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like it's what a sequel should do, where it expands on the first story idea and just takes it to a whole nother place, like a whole nother genre. It's almost
a great movie. But for me personally, I like the slasher in space more than I like action movie and But they're both great movies on their own.
I've seen Alien in the theater, so I saw Alien in the Dome for the 30th anniversary. So
speaking of aliens, watching Stranger Things season 2, and I was like 12 minutes into the episode, and then what's his name's character, Hellboy, whose name I can
David Harbour. David Harbour.
He goes and takes Klepto Jones over there, Winona Ryder, takes her to the factory or the government building with her son, and I was like, all right, what do we do? It was a doctor, Paul Reiser.
That's right. Yeah.
Where's he been?
That's right, Paul Reiser.
Like, she's like, what? I was like, really? Nothing.
This is so nuts. This is so nuts.
I was like, you have no idea. Come on.
How does she not know who Paul Reiser is?
She's like, yeah. Well, she's like I said, born 91. She missed Mad About You.
Yeah.
She didn't know he did stand up.
Well, nobody really talks about stand up.
No, it's not bad.
He was in Bye Bye Love. That's 1994.
You think she would watch Bye Bye Love? She doesn't never watch Aliens, you know.
Oh my god, she needs to get on that. Fuck.
Yeah, he's great in that. But yeah, he's in the show, and I was like, oh man, he looks better than I expected. I'll say that.
Yeah, no, I like Paul Reiser grew on me. I used to not kind of stand him, but
kind of the same way for me.
He's gotten better. I think I saw an interview with him. And I was like, oh, he's a pretty humble guy. He seems okay. I should be less hateful.
Yeah,
I think that's what happens.
And he went, I'm good for now.
Yeah.
Didn't they do like a comeback thing with Mad About You?
Yes, they tried. I think they tried to reboot it. They tried to reboot it like they did every show, like Norman or that show about the two
Will and Grace
gay guys, Will and Grace. They brought that back. Now they're bringing back the fucking 70s show.
Yeah,
they're bringing that back, but it's called the 90s show, which is what they tried to do in the 90s again. Like,
no, that was the 80s show.
No, but they did a 90s show too. That lasted like an episode. That the pilot never. I don't think the pilot ever saw the light of day.
Yeah, I don't think that ever hit the air, so they can do that. But the 80s show with Glenn Howerton from It's Always Sunny.
Yeah, I remember that. Disaster.
I watched that, and I was like, "This is not funny." But
I remember that. Yeah,
I saw an article saying that 90s show is coming out with the whole cast of that 70s show is coming back, except for one person. I go, "Yeah, Topher Grace. He's too. Topher Grace is too big." Oh, they mean Danny Masterson. It took me a while to put that together.
Oh, that's right. He's in prison for multiple rape charges.
Took me I had to click on the article and go, why is Topher Grace not? Oh yeah.
Oh, Topher Grace is too busy making fan edits now.
Nope.
That's what he does.
Topher Grace is.
Oh, is he in it? Oh my god, that means he's desperate.
Hey, that's fine.
I didn't know. Money. I didn't know Donna from the 70s show was married to Ben
Chapman. That guy's. I haven't seen that guy in 25 years.
Ben Foster.
Yeah.
I forgot. I didn't know they were married. I was like, oh shit! I thought he was going out with Sean Penn's ex-wife. I guess that's over, and he married a person closer to his own age.
No, they're a real like Wilma and Fred Flintstone couple.
Yeah, no, they have kids.
They're very different looking.
Yeah, but
she's like a foot taller than he is.
She is. She's a big girl.
He's completely bald now.
Yeah, he's a hell. I think he's a great actor.
Oh,
I love Ben Foster.
30 Days a Night.
I want to see that movie that I saw on HBO Max, the one where he plays the Jewish boxer. I haven't watched it yet. It's supposed to be pretty good.
I watched half of a movie with him and Woody Harrelson.
Rampage?
No, it's the other one where they deliver. They're the ones who deliver the bad news to soldiers' families who died.
Oh, The Messengers.
The Messengers. I
Yeah,
watched
I saw
half
that
that and I
one.
go, this is a good movie.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And I do not want to finish this because it's depressing as shit. So I
It
never
is.
watched the second half.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, I saw that movie.
It was depressing as hell the first half. And I was like, because it's like Woody Harrelson, like him just sitting there with families going, well, he died. I can't tell you any details. And the widows are crying. And he's like, well, goodbye. Here's your flag. And it's like, oh my God, one after another. It's like, I can't finish this, but I love the actor. I love both those guys so much.
Here's your flag. Bye.
Yeah.
We got to go.
Well, Ben
Have a
Foster,
good-
yeah, he's great. But okay.
Yeah, he is good.
I'll never leave you ever. She goes back to her house. He's dying, and he's bitching, Mr. Dano. And she decides she's going to kill him. So she goes to a witch. And it looks like a witch out of a Roger Corman movie. And she's over there and she makes like voodoo dolls. I don't know why she's a witch who makes voodoo dolls out of clay.
And she's the most overacting witch. Make you a doll. And by the way, she never gave her sheep.
That was one of my notes.
Yeah.
I thought it was goats, so I wrote goats.
Or
but
yeah, something like that, yeah.
I think you're right. It was sheep in the beginning.
She said, 2 of your finest sheep.
She's literally like carving this out of like, I don't like some sort of wood or clay. What is that? That's
It's
wood,
wood.
right?
She's making it out of wood. But do you know?
You gotta tell me what it looks like.
You know what this
overacting?
What this episode reminded me of? A little thing called The Midnight Hour, or
Lee Martin's The Midnight
Lee
Hour.
Martin's The Midnight Hour. Remember the episode about the doll,
Sorry.
and the ex-wife?
Oh yeah.
And she has the doll and she burns it and she drops it and she dies. She's in pieces because everything happens to her happens to the doll.
Twilight Zone 2002 with the little episode with Jessica Simpson.
I didn't see that one.
You didn't?
I don't think I was here for that one.
Let me pull it up because it was great.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
That was what was
I need to watch that by myself probably.
Oh man, The Collection.
Yeah,
Here it is.
I missed that one.
I gave it a 6. It was okay. Let me switch. I'm gonna give everything away here because who gives a shit? But
yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, babysit this little fucking dildo here.
Oh, and she's makes sure your doll is that what it is? All the babysitters are there.
Jessica Gibson right there. But
yeah, exactly.
There's 2 whole pictures. What more can you ask for? You know?
Yeah.
It actually it was funny. I gave it a 6 out of like schlock factor because it's Jessica Simpson running around the house hitting little dolls that are everywhere. It reminded me of the Corbin Burnson.
Oh, Corbin, yeah. Tales from the Hood. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, the racist when he's a racist.
Yeah.
He's like David Duke in that episode.
Yeah,
and I start attacking him.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Yeah. But it's got fucking Aunt Jemima up in there in the rocking chair and all those little doll paintings around, and they come out of that somehow. That movie's great.
Oh yeah, I think Tales from the Hood was a underrated film.
You know what's awful? The second and third one.
Well, I think they're like 10 years apart, aren't they?
No, they're 20-something years apart.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And it's Keith David instead of Thomas or Clarence III.
Right.
Clarence Williams III. So it's Keith David.
Keith David is too intense for that. I mean, I understand that. Well, actually, no. Clarence Thomas III was alive when they made the sequels. They should have brought him back. What the fuck?
He probably said no. And they're so fucking boring because Keith David is on like a military land for the second one. You know what? I haven't seen the third one. Now that I bring it up, I saved it for the show so we can do it in an anthology. We should do that when we get a chance.
Yeah.
Agree or no?
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? I got a copy of it. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix. But anyway, so she gets the doll from the lady, and the witch goes, "Oh, what's the price? Well, how about I get 2 goats or 2 sheep?
Right.
If you don't give me those 2 sheep, you're gonna suffer." Ah! Never comes up.
Well, she technically, I guess, does suffer at the end, but I don't know how they're related, but I guess they are.
They're not.
Know.
No,
it's a stretch. It's
chance to give her the sheep.
It's a stretch.
And then my other notes are, she goes home, the doll's looking at her, and she puts the doll in the fire, and then her husband starts screaming from the other room. And he did have a speech where he's like, "I'll never leave you ever."
Right, yeah.
He's screaming from the other room. She freaks out, leaves, bring John Saxton back to the place, and he sees like a charcoal version of her husband on the ground.
Yeah. I threw it in the quarry. Why'd you do that?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the shot where he goes in there. Here it is.
So did she, when he said, did she throw his body in the quarry? Or the doll?
Did I already miss it? Fuck. I don't know because I stopped paying attention because I didn't give a shit. Yeah, I'll be honest. Right. I don't know.
I did the exact same thing.
What did they show his body?
I think it's burnt up. And he just says, "My God, what did you do? What you do to him, Mora?"
Here's his body on the floor here.
Oh, and we have a Twilight Zone connection here, by the way.
Oh, shit.
This actress is the actress from the episode where the sun is getting closer to the earth and she's a painter. She's the painter.
Remember that episode? What?
Remember that episode where the women are in the apartment and the sun is getting closer to the earth, so it's all hot, and it's just the whole episode they're in like underwear sweating. And she's
the original?
Painter. The original, yeah, Twilight Zone, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's her. That's the same. It's the same actress.
She's got some. She doesn't wear a bra in that episode.
I know. That's why I was like, oh my God, I think
Frank
I love this
was
woman.
Obsessed with her.
Oh, she's hot. She's got something about her. She's
That's
dead.
Episode, though. No,
yeah, that's what she's in a classic.
Of course, she's dead, but
she's dead. But yeah,
we have not watched the episode.
Yeah, we haven't watched that one yet. Well, you guys did, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it with you guys. Not yet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Lois Nettleton.
Lewis. She was my little surfer girl.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it on IMDb. Yeah, Midnight Sun.
Yeah.
Norma. I bet she's they have a picture over here.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's that picture where she's sweating, she got the bra, and she's like that hot. She just looks hot and wet, and you're just like, ooh, yeah. Give me a piece of that. Break me off a piece of that. Psycho.
Fancy feast.
Fancy food. Yes.
All right, I can see.
All right, she got going on.
It's crazy. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was screen sharing. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, they go out into the moors and she throws the doll and John Saxton follows her and
I guess does he die or?
Well, let's just watch the ending together because I don't fucking remember any of this. So
I don't remember him. I think he died. Yeah, he falls off screen or something.
I must go and find it.
He fell into the quarry.
What is with this weird, creepy lamp that would not exist in this world?
Yeah, I know. Again, you and your anti night gallery set decoration.
It's ugly as shit. At least they did like a minimalistic version of this.
Oh,
Yoko, don't leave me! Yoko!
Yeah, I think John Saxon screams off screen and he dies, I feel like. And then she dies.
I have to pause every 12 seconds.
So you know what I rewatched the other day and I hadn't seen in a long time? AI.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think I hated it when I first saw it, but I saw it when I was like 20 years old or 19. I was 19 when I saw it because I went and saw it in theaters. And I just hated it. I didn't hate it as much this time, but I still didn't think it was that great. Like it's kind of like, oh, this movie's kind of up its own ass.
What do you expect? I mean,
yeah, Kubrick, Spielberg
filling in for Kubrick.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
And Haley Joel Osment was involved for some reason.
Well, that was in his prime.
3 weeks of his prime.
Yentl!
Fiddler on the roof! What are we looking at? God, that's so boring. I can't even watch the recap here, and it's so boring.
It's boring. It's horrible.
This is why I said it looks like a Roger Corman movie.
Yeah. Run! Run!
Yanto, wait for me!
Yentl.
I know Night Gallery likes to do the audio distortion like that.
Yeah, it is weird. It's annoying.
It worked in that one episode where the guy was in the Camera Obscura. I like that episode.
Oh yeah,
This one not so much. Lightning crashes, a new mother cries. Sorry. Whatever happened.
I don't love you.
I saw live.
Live.
I can't, dude. I don't give a shit.
Run.
If I fast forward, what happen? Oh, she fell.
Yeah, she falls and dies. Yeah.
Okay, I forgot about that. That's what happened. She fell on his body.
Yes.
Ready? Ready for the spooky? Here it comes. Here it is.
Yeah.
My darling Laura, how could I leave you?
Yeah, see, there you go.
Why did my audio cut out so abruptly ever?
I'm not Paul Dano's grandfather.
You know my note is for this? There's an ending.
Why did I watch this movie?
No, it's literally, there is an ending.
Yeah.
I didn't know what happened. I stopped giving a shit. I didn't care.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So I literally wrote, there's an ending. Like,
Jesus Christ.
The sheep don't matter. This is the A side to another episode we absolutely loved. There aren't any more McBains. We did a few weeks ago.
God. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh God. I had to stop because it was playing. It was going to that episode, that segment. I was like, no, I don't want to watch that again.
That episode fucking sucked.
I can't do that. I can't do it. Don't do it to me, you motherfucker.
3?
Yes, 3. Absolutely. Fucking 3, please.
The band Live was from 1987 to 1991. Public, that was another name. Oh, so they were. Oh man.
I love you.
84 to 2009, and then 2012 to present.
Oh, okay.
They had like that one album. They had the Throwing Copper one had like 5 singles on it, and the next album was Black. I forget what it was called, but it had a fucking Secret Samadhi. Had like 3, and then they were just done. Gone.
I think they still tour though.
So I said they're 2012 to present, so yeah.
Yeah, they're still going around.
The last album was in 2014.
Oh, okay.
Turns out Throwing Copper was not their first album. It's their third album. Man. Yeah, interesting. I don't know. I haven't thought about that band in a while, but my next movie on my list to watch is the Guillermo del Toro horror movie.
The Nightmare Alley?
Nightmare Alley.
Yeah, it's good. I like Nightmare Alley. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's my next one.
Nightmare Alley was a good movie.
I'm going to try to sneak it in while we're still watching Stranger Things, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. We're done.
Sounds good.
We can all go home.
We can all go home and die.
How is this the weaker side, the weaker part of this episode, where the other side is our animal remains, and we fucking hated that one? How is this the one that lowers the score?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a question that'll never be answered in our lives.
Because so far as completed episodes we've done with an A and a B at least, this is the worst one.
Yeah.
Because usually we're like, oh, this one fucking sucked, but you know, this one was actually kind of decent, not great, but both of them fucking sucked.
Yeah.
So the whole episode gets a 3 overall. I could go to 2, but I don't give a shit enough to do it. But all right, next week on the podcast shall be. Oh, this will be fun. One of the last episodes of the 85 series.
What?
85's episode 328, Crazy as a Soup Sandwich.
Oh, no, that sounds bad.
85 202B, Aqua Vita.
What?
We got 2 1985 episodes. We have no Night Gallery next week.
Oh, good. I need a break.
Yeah, this will seem like a little vacation here.
Yeah.
Compared to this shit.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm looking forward to that. That'll be fun. Yeah. And then the week after that, we have an 85 episode, The After Hours, the remake of the original classic. And then two Night Gallery episodes. Both of them really short, though. So,
interesting.
You can see our live episode schedule on LIWstudios.com. Click on the live episode schedule button there. Check out LIWstudios.com and all of our other podcasts there. Until next time.
Buy our merch on the website.
There's no more merch there.
We have merch.
There was. I took it down.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know. No, it was like books. Nothing.
Oh, yeah, well.
Until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Check.
So long, citizens. Bye. Well, let's do our outro here for the listeners.
Oh, yeah. Do that.
Citizens of Wonderland, rejoice in the fact that we have covered another episode on the podcast. Go to LIWstudios.com for more videos and podcasts. Subscribe to Loitering in Wonderland on YouTube. Check out the Indie Sports Car podcast and Way Off Topic Radio. Search on Amazon for books by Richard Pierce. Until next time, and in the meantime, we are Phoenix West, Frank Lynx, and Dick Dickett. So long, citizens. All hail glorious conformity. All hail our glorious leader. Shut off the fucking podcast now.
No, I'm kidding.
You're awful. So I